It's about transfiguration in a way, but never mind me saying. I want you to hear it from Tara May herself. Take it away.
Hi. So I think that imagination is the way to make all things happen. So I'm going to start with a little song. Back up a little bit of, there we go. Can you still hear me? Is that good? I just didn't like the echo. Okay. I started with a dream, but came to a decision. I started with a dream, but now I have a mission. I have a goal to see beyond my vision with imagination. Hey, I'm gonna get there. I've traveled many a mile and haven't found a home. I've traveled many a mile and one seed's unsown. I'll travel another mile till I find my own with imagination. Hey, I'm gonna get there. In my Father's house, no harsh words are spoken. In my Father's house, no vows are broken. In a holy place, my soul like beams open with imagination. Hey, I'm gonna get there. When weary is your world, go and spin another. When weary is your world, there's heaven to discover. Here on earth, we're sisters and brothers with imagination. Hey, we're gonna get there. And if I stand alone, then to my cause I'm loyal. If I stand alone, either common or royal, hey, I'm not afraid to cross the sea of toil with imagination. Hey, I'm gonna get there with imagination. I'll get there with imagination. We'll get there.
In Genesis and Exodus, we're told of a people who were enslaved and oppressed and desperate for change. And a few months ago when I looked around me, I saw a global nation who are enslaved and oppressed and desperate for change. And I felt that within myself and within my family. It isn't a slavery of government or subordinates. It's a slavery of apathy, of gluttony, and of greed. And many people have developed habits not unlike those of alcohol and drugs, but they're worse. They're habits of a fast food nation where we're filling our sacred bodies with food products that are totally devoid of any nutritional content. And they're habits of a slave to consumerism. More gadgets, the largest flat screen, high-definition TV, or the newest cell phone with MP3 capabilities, movies on demand, video calling. We're filling our homes with decorations and fine touches, but maybe it's time to fill our souls. Last fall, I did a retreat into the wilderness. I think it's a little bit similar to that of those in the Delta searching for freedom in the wilderness. I did it in 40 days instead of 40 years. We're in a fast-paced society. We can't wait 40 years for this kind of change. So I just sped it up a little. I changed what I ate dramatically. I fasted a lot. I ate only the bare minimum so that when I was in meditation practice or in prayer practice, I was able to be as pure as possible. And when I did form that deep connection with my relationship to the wilderness and my connection to God, I felt moved to spread this message of connectivity. That each of us is not only connected to each other, but we're connected to everything on earth, even if many of us have forgotten or lost our awareness to that connection. So in a similar way to the story in Exodus, where to enter the promised land, the people had to be healed. They had to overcome the bondage of their own ways, old ways, to enter the new world. I wanted to move forward. I realized my personal accountability in this disconnection, and I've taken steps to rectify my contributions. I had been using more electricity than I think I really needed to, but habits that I had developed over the years have become very hard to break. And my consumerism supported human trafficking and unfair trade prices, and I wasn't even aware that my money was going to support that. The cleaners that I used in my home were detrimental not only to my family, but to the water table every time that I flushed it down the toilet or I washed in the sink with chemicals or with certain dish soaps. So I woke up one morning to a dream, and in that dream I had radically changed my family's carbon footprint, and our household carbon footprint. This was the beginning of 4 seasons of green. And I decided it didn't have to remain a dream, and I was guided to make this change. And by making this change, I'm hoping to help others to make small but significant changes as well.